Yeah. Reporting live from Sirius XM studio at Wynn, Las Vegas, of course. Not now, but right now. We got a very special guest in today out of Eden Gallery, my man, Tim. How you doing today, guy?
Nice. Good to see you, Kevin. Thank you so much for having me on the show. It's a great pleasure. I just came back right from the hallway over there at Eden Gallery at the Wynn, Las Vegas, and we're going to talk a little bit about the art world.
Yeah, the art is very important. You know, like I told you, I'm a day trader, and now we want to teach our audience about investing in art, making sure you're putting your money in the right places. One of my favorite artists is Alec Monopoly. And we're going to talk about Alec. And before we get talking about Alec, you know how I got into Eden Gallery? I used to stay at Soho Grand in New York City on West Broadway. And I used to walk the streets of Soho. And I think I got on Broome. And I saw this beautiful building, all these beautiful art, the Richie Rich characters, man, all the just beautiful, bro.
No, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Look, the gallery that we have in Soho is one of our oldest galleries. We have the luck to have three huge art galleries in New York City.
Right.
We have the one in Soho, as you mentioned, on Broome and Green Street, which is a historical building. It's massive, 25,000 square feet.
Massive.
We have in Madison Avenue also 28,000 square feet. And we recently opened about a year and a half ago a third gallery on Fifth Avenue and 51st Street.
That's nice.
So we really and we have an amazing success in New York. We very frequently do big events also with our artists. Of course, one of our most famous artists is Alec Monopoly.
Yes.
We are lucky to be his exclusive distributors worldwide for about
major.
8 years.
Yeah, that's major.
So it's pretty big. We're so happy we can buy all his production and help and advise our art collectors with his work. And actually, fun fact, as we're talking right now, we have an event ongoing with Alec in our new gallery in France, in Saint-Tropez, in the south of France.
I love that. I like that. We just talked about Monaco, man.
So yeah, that's pretty cool. I was just seeing on our group chat like the number of sales, and that's going on right now. Amazing collectors from all over the world, from Mexico, from Europe, from really like all over the world. So it's super cool to see. Yeah.
The first time I came across Alec, I saw it Scott Disick on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And I just love, I'm a big fan of Richie Rich, first and foremost. I had all the comic books as a kid. So when I saw this guy, he was a graffiti guy at first, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. He's actually originally from New York, Alec,
right.
And he started literally painting big murals in the streets and pretty quickly has started to develop a name in the industry and has become over the last years one of the main graffiti artists, but he's more than just a cool graffiti artist. He has become over the last 10 years truly a cultural icon in some ways, where I'm sure you know, but he did a beautiful collaboration with Jacob & Co, for example,
the watch,
where he created an amazing timepiece.
I saw that.
Yeah, it was $600,000 each timepiece. Pretty much sold out the same day because he was in collab with Alec. He just dropped a new car with Mansouri, new G-Wagon, almost 800 corporate.
Talk that talk. We like to hear it.
It's super cool. Yeah, a new car. It's a limited edition of 10 units.
Wow.
It's a very specific G-Wagon and all custom by Alec. So super cool.
I saw that.
And it's super cool piece. So, but yeah, I mean, it's amazing when we do events. I also do at least once a year a big event at the gallery here at the Wynn during Formula One, end of November. So Alec comes. He also DJs for collectors.
Oh, that's nice.
It's super cool. So yeah,
nice. I'll be there.
Please be there, and everyone, if you want to come to join, you're welcome to come. It's going to be in November. I know we're a few months from there.
Oh no, we got to get it in early.
We got to tell them sure.
November exactly when? November when?
It's going to be one of the 3 days, usually on Saturday.
Okay, on
Saturday, but we'll give you the precise date a little bit later on. But yeah, I mean, to come back to Alec, as an artist. So as you know, he's extremely in demand, but his market increases also pretty significantly per year. We're talking about 15% in terms of market increase yearly.
Okay.
And this has been very like constant all over the years. And one good thing also when we're talking about Alec is an artist that touched like all the different continents.
Yes.
It's not just like an artist who has a strong fame in the US. He's also like famous once again from Latin America
Yes.
to Europe to Africa, all over the world,
Right.
from Asia
Middle
also.
East, everything.
Middle East. I have also amazing collectors from South Korea to Japan.
Wow.
The Middle East, it's in the Middle East, it's pretty crazy. I mean, we have also beautiful galleries in Dubai and in Qatar.
I should have known.
It's pretty amazing, and I had the luck to be there for the opening of both galleries.
Wow.
And
I gotta get those pictures.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
share
put
that
them
with
up
you.
for
And
you,
it's
man.
but Alec, it's pretty amazing because you have like royal families that would like ask Alec to come to paint their Rolls Royce.
Has he done
to paint
anything
their
for
farm.
MBS?
Not yet.
Not yet.
But
Soon.
soon, and especially that we're gonna probably open a gallery there pretty soon.
Radar.
It's gonna be part of like a new project. It's a man-made island
I heard
MBS
about
is
it,
developing. It's part of the bigger project called NEOM, the line, but it's gonna be a project that's gonna take place sooner. We're about like 2 years from there.
Well, that's
And
amazing.
it's gonna be super cool. It's gonna be part of like the super yacht, like kind of like cruise for the summer between Bodrum, Mykonos, Saint-Tropez, and ending in Saudi Arabia.
Big boy talk.
Absolutely. So at that time, we're gonna start to work with MBS on
major,
different
man.
projects
Yeah,
for
that's
sure, and his
major.
team. So I mean, Alec is definitely, and you know, he has his capacity. He's a showman.
Yeah, he is.
And he has this capacity that few people have, that really like connect with the right people at the right moment too.
Yeah.
And I mean, this guy is like every day in representation on social media and everything.
Yeah, he's major.
He's probably one of the hardest artists.
He likes to cover his face. He likes to cover his face.
So yeah, for many years he was like pretty much like covering like all his
mask.
face, and he started to like unveil his face a few years back now. So now he's like fully
Big watch
disclosed.
collector too. He is.
Yeah, big watch collector, big car collectors, jewelry, of course.
That's the man. Shout out to Alec.
He loved Birkin bags, as you know.
Yeah, I saw him painting on those things, man. But my favorite thing is when he uses the old newspapers, the vintage newspapers.
Absolutely.
Man, that's amazing.
And I'm glad that you're mentioning that, because I have actually like an amazing piece that I think we should also like show to the viewers.
Yeah.
It's a very special piece. It's he did a reinterpretation of the movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Wow. But it's like the second largest painting on the market he has ever painted. And the background, actually, like on the canvas, he mounted a newspaper from the New York Times from 1936.
I saw that.
And then he painted on top of it very vibrant colors, amazing composition. It's a piece for like a very specific collectors, but we're talking six figures.
Let's say the price. Let's say the price.
Approx like about like 550,000.
That's good.
And it's
You got guys painting that for a car these days.
Yeah, no, for sure. And the
watches.
Absolutely. But like, as you know, cars, I mean, depending which ones, but usually they evaluate in values.
Yeah.
And the art world goes up. I'm not going to say
all the way.
I'm not going to say it's for every artist.
Right.
Of course, there is thousands of artists. There is very few that makes the difference. But Alec is definitely one of them. And yeah, he's here to stay. It's more and more every year. Biggest and biggest collaborations. And,
did he do that Kobe you have in the window? Did he did the Kobe?
No, the Kobe. So the Kobe, that's another artist also.
Kobe Bryant, Los Angeles Lakers. Rest in peace.
The Kobe, actually, I just sold it to a big collector in LA, a big music producer.
Oh, you took it down.
Yeah. We just got it a few days ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. That was made by a very talented artist also named Jizbar. French artist.
I'll put that up.
Yeah. French artist who is based in Portugal, 36 years old.
Wow.
Just revealed a new watch for Frank Muller, the Crazy Hours.
I like Frank.
Super cool timepiece.
Frank used to be the man. He's still the man.
Absolutely.
Before Richard came, but Frank was the hip hop pioneer of his watches. But finish telling me about that collaboration with Frank Muller.
So Frank contacted Jizbar, and so Jizbar customed. It's a specific timepiece. It's called the Crazy Hours. So like
Crazy Hours.
All the numbers are actually like inverted on the dial, and he did like a few versions of those.
Okay.
It's pretty cool because he was also like commissioned to do live performance for Patek Philippe for the reveal of the new watch, the Cubitus in Germany.
Major.
So that's major. You know how Patek are brand protective.
Yeah,
so for Jizbar, young artists like this to be able to collaborate with this brand, it was major for sure. Another pretty significant step in his career, he was commissioned by the Louvre Museum in Paris for the celebration of the 500 years anniversary of the death of Leonardo da Vinci,
Wow.
who painted the Mona Lisa.
Leonardo da Vinci.
So Jizbar made a reinterpretation of the Mona Lisa,
Woo.
and he was sent in space. So
Space?
Yeah, absolutely. We're
Not by
going
Tesla.
further.
I mean, I wonder who sent him up there. SpaceX? More than likely it was SpaceX.
It was actually like it was like a small machine in a balloon, but it was live broadcasted at the Louvre when it was entering the stratosphere. So it was to kind of like give another dimension and erase the borders like with art and culture all over the world and above and beyond.
Yeah,
the
they
Earth.
said we're going beyond the planet.
Absolutely.
We're exploring the galaxy.
You know, like actually, like a few years back, they sent also like a little metal plate, which was like reference to the Homo Victus, the famous portrait of Leonardo da Vinci. You know, like the man, like the image of like the perfect man. So they actually sent like a small plate in space, like a few years back, to see wherever it lands and which hand. So it's
we know where it's at now.
Yeah,
we're getting a lot of visitors.
Jizbar is definitely
Jizbar. Shout out to Jizbar.
Absolutely, and it's he's coming to Vegas from time to time. We'll do also like some great events. So absolutely, next time we have artists, we'll get you and get them on your show for sure.
Yeah,
and it's
we're growing out here.
And yep. And it's look, with Eden Gallery in general, we represent about 20 contemporary artists.
Okay.
Some that are extremely famous, some that are a bit more upcoming. But we have really like the strengths to be able to work well on the market of an artist. Yes. We have 13 major art galleries internationally, and you know, like the art market and artists, it's also like, as every market, it's also branding. So the more the people see the artworks of those specific artists, the more they're going to get knowledgeable about it, the more they're going to also like fine tune their eyes and start to like open an appreciation for it. And it's,
I love it.
When we just to come back a little bit about like investing in art.
Yes, let's hear it.
Because it's a very interesting subject and point of view. Arts, it's not like a short-term investment. Right. When we're talking about investing in art, we're talking about 3, 5, 10, 15 years. Like if people wants to just like buy and flip in the next few months or a year, there is other market where you have like more like flexibility in the market and everything to watch, or different other market. When you start to collect art, I think one of the most important aspect, of course, is that you have to like it.
You have to like it.
You're gonna live with it. You have to love it. You're gonna live with the artworks in your home. This is what's gonna create like your vibe. Like this is also like conversational.
Great energy.
Absolutely, in your environment, and this is so important. And then of course, trust the galleries or the art dealers that you work with.
That's why we're here.
It's
Eden Gallery is the
Eden
one.
Gallery. We haven't.
That's why we're here at Sirius XM Studio at Wynn Las Vegas, where Eden Gallery is most definitely located.
I appreciate that,
Please continue about that, because I'm more interested in. So when a new buyer comes, let's say an NBA guy or NFL guy, they got the money to spend, a stockbroker or somebody. What would be your advice for their first art piece? What would be your steps to walk them through?
It's a good question. Well, first of all, it depends on like on how much you're ready to spend.
Let's say we're gonna start with $250,000.
With $250,000, I would go for either Alec Monopoly,
of course,
or another artist named Eduardo Cobra. So Eduardo Cobra is an artist from Brazil, from São Paulo, and he has.
I like São Paulo. I got some people out there.
In São Paulo, amazing city, and it's a beautiful country in general, Brazil,
Portuguese.
And great talent, and it's absolutely. And so Eduardo Cobra, he's coming from like the favelas in Sao Paulo, but he really found his way to express himself by doing street art. And so he started to paint murals all over the world, and he has become one of the top 3 muralists and graffiti artists in the world. He actually has 2 Guinness World Record. He painted the largest public murals ever done. One was for the Olympic Committee in Rio for the Olympic Games. The other one was for the United Nations in New York. So like he usually works on monumental scales. Once you've seen one mural of Eduardo, you're gonna see in every city where you're gonna go and travel, you're gonna see his murals, and it's pretty amazing. Hyper realistic, like icons and like very
lots of colors,
like a lot of colors, a lot of geometrical shapes too in the background. Eduardo Cobra produces very few paintings per year, maybe like 15 original canvases a year, because he's always commissioned on public projects.
Limited editions.
And it's it's more like unique artworks, because it's one of one, hand painted.
I like that.
And we mostly want to keep it like this. sometimes like put drops, like so like people that cannot afford like the original paintings can also appreciate his art and have a piece of Eduardo Cobra in their home for sure. That's very important to us too. But Eduardo is mainly working on public projects. He was commissioned last year, for example, in Miami for the F1 track to paint like a beautiful mural. I mean, really like an amazing.
Where was it at in Miami?
It's on the F1 track. So there is like one specific F1 track now in Miami.
That was beautiful.
And it's pretty cool. I'm sure we're gonna do also an event in November here with Eduardo. So like people from Vegas can also like meet him.
That's
and
nice. That's nice.
Amazing artist. So yeah, Eduardo as Alec Monopoly both are like two like monuments of the street art world and the graffiti. So it's definitely like a sure thing if you start to want to collect one of their artworks and start to put your money in the right direction for sure. Once again, it's also like trusting our mission. We've been in business for almost 30 years.
A long time.
The first gallery was opened in 1997, so we have a pretty strong expertise of the art market, and yeah, we work on an amazing project.
Tell me about Angelo.
Angelo Cardi.
Angelo
Super cool artist too. Angelo Cardi is from Italy, from Napoli.
Italian guy.
Naples in Italy, the real Italian guy. Super cultured, but has a lot of like the crazy Italian, like funny aspect of how handling life. And Angelo Cardi has developed over the years a concept that he expresses as nonsense makes sense. And finally, like if you look at his paintings, you're gonna see like very fun but very complex compositions where he usually represent like an imaginary museum, and he invites you finally in a surrealist travel. Like finally you kind of like enter in an imaginary world.
Right, I was about to ask you that, imagery world.
Yeah, and it's like when you start to look in his paintings, you're literally like drawn and sucked into his own world where he is going to connect you with different cultural references, which can be like great masters from the art history, which can be from like a painting by Raphael from the 16th century, which can be like a reference to Jean-Michel Basquiat also. But he's also going to combine with more people from the global culture. For example, right now I have a painting in the gallery in Vegas, which is called like Is Sinner the New GOAT, like the tennis player Sinner. So you have Sinner, Novak Djokovic, and different people, but also with like great masters from the art history. So very cool compositions. Amazing, talented painter. Like his pictorial qualities is very cool. We do some.
It's one of your guys. I see you real passionate about it.
No, for sure. Angelo Cardi, I love his work, and it's and great man too. He's really like a creative genius. When we do like events, he's always like attracting like a massive crowd. There is always like happening and performance during his events. So really cool guy for sure.
I mean, shout out to him, man, Angelo Cardi.
Absolutely,
it's that guy. Tell me about David. We talked about David earlier.
So yeah.
You know, I'm having a hard time pronouncing their names, so I'm going on the first name basis.
Like, first of all, like forgive my accent.
No, we understand it. We got it. I like Paris. It's guys from Paris,
I'm,
everybody.
I'm trying to work on
Eiffel Tower guy. You know, South of France guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But,
tell me about David, though.
So David Kracov. David Kracov has been an artist. We've been representing like one of our first artists. We've been starting to collaborate with David about like 24 years ago.
Okay.
I actually just had a nice event about 10 days ago at the gallery where we had collectors flying from all over the world to meet him. David started his career working for Warner Brothers Studios and the Looney Tunes. So he was like creative director for them.
I know, that's nice.
It's really cool.
Really cool stuff.
And he has some licensing in some of his works, but he developed like a body of work where it's very colorful. It's usually like wall sculptures.
Yeah.
So metal sculptures made in 3 layers.
Okay.
Really cool, like in terms of like...
It jumps at you.
It jumps at you. You can work with the lighting also, create shadows on the walls. It's very cool. This is more
metals,
like,
right? And
metals, yes.
Yeah.
This is, for example, and I like to be very transparent with my collectors and the people, like David Kracov is an amazing artist, super popular artist. In terms of his investment increase, it's a little bit less than Alec Monopoly or Eduardo Cobra.
Okay.
But once again, he has been in the market for so long that it's really like a secure and strong market.
Yes.
It's a little bit more decorative artworks in some ways, but definitely...
It's not the butterflies I'd be seeing.
It's the butterflies, absolutely.
Oh, I got it right.
Absolutely.
check my artwork game out. You heard me. You see me out here. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut
Kevin
you
is
off.
the guy.
I know, and I had no idea. But when you told me that, you said metal, and I started going through my mental Rolodex. And I remember those butterflies, especially in Soho.
Yeah.
It's right there in the front.
Absolutely.
Okay,
and
go ahead.
we have some like massive
It's
scales
beautiful,
also.
man.
It's stunning.
It is
and it's
stunning.
almost like artworks in evolution. Like the butterflies are almost like flying out from the piece.
It looks
and it's,
real.
It's super cool. Yeah, it's super cool. So yeah, David has been an amazing talent that we're so happy and proud to have been be able to collaborate strongly with him.
Yeah.
Same, we are his exclusive distributors as all of our artists. We tend to sign exclusivity because that's the way for us to give one straight line and one straight direction to the markets and to like display them in the way we like to do and not to have like too much confusions with other art dealers. So yeah, David is definitely an amazing artist for sure.
Kracov.
Yep.
What about Gal?
Gal Yosef.
Gal Yosef.
Gal.
It's Gal. Get it right. It's Gal.
Get it right.
Yeah. Tell me about Gal Yosef.
Gal Yosef, he's an artist, young, he's 31 years old,
Okay.
Very young guy. We
Shout out to Gal.
discovered him. He was probably like 25 years old.
Where is he from?
Based in Miami.
Okay, he's in Miami.
Yeah,
Okay.
originally from born in Israel, has moved to the US at a pretty young age.
He's balling down
and
there
it's,
too.
yeah.
Having fun.
Super cool
Basil,
guy.
is it Basil? The art thing down there in Miami they do?
Art Basel, Art Basel, yeah. Art Basel.
Come on, man.
And
I got this, bro.
Art Basel for
You
sure.
see me, man? yeah. That's
Every
big.
field
That's
you're there.
big.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm there. I'm
absolutely.
getting there. I'm learning. You guys better learn too. Not now, but right now. Reporting live from Sirius XM studio at Wynn, Las Vegas. We got Eden Gallery in the house. Finish telling us about that guy, man.
So
Yosef.
Gal Yosef, like amazing talent, like in the NFT trend, like in 2020,
NFT,
2021.
I remember that.
We did massive NFT project with him. One was called the Meta Eagle and the Crypto Bull.
Okay,
we sold like
Crypto Bull was nice.
Crypto Bull was amazing.
Yeah.
The Meta Eagle too, like we sold like in like 24 hours for like $13 million.
I like that number.
It was pretty incredible.
Million.
And Gal Yosef has become one of the major digital artists in the art world. So meaning that he mostly works on the computer,
Yes.
but without AI or without photographs. It's literally from A to Z, like pixel by pixel. It's hundreds of hours to get the realisticness in his characters, in the different fabrics, in the skins, to input like human expressions and human gaze to his characters. He just did a beautiful collaboration with Justin Bieber. He did his last video and clip for Justin Bieber. He did collabs with Nike. He did collabs with like Porsche. A really, really strong artist, especially at such a young age.
Porsche Automobile? I
And
wonder what he did with Porsche.
He did like he was like on an advertising collabs.
That's
and
good.
Super cool. And I mean, he started also like about a year ago to he's been painting since a very young age too, but he started to paint like one-of-one paintings that are super cool. We put like few on the market, maybe like 15 original artworks, 20 original artworks a year.
Sold good?
Sold like amazing, really like the realisticness of his paintings are just like another level. It's a really cool guy. He has his wife, he has his babies. He's based in Miami, got a family. He's a family guy. And it's but very strong artist and super talented. Yeah.
Gal Yosef. Shout out to Gal Yosef down there in Miami, my guy. We got to get you on the show too, bro.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Tell me about what's the other one we talked about? Dorit. I can't get the name.
So Dorit Levenstein.
Dorit Levenstein.
Dorit, she's an artist also, like one of the pioneers that we started to work with. Dorit is she combines both qualities. She's a painter and a sculptor.
Okay.
So,
sculptures. Okay.
Yeah. So mainly like her final work would be like sculptures, usually made out of bronze, like the
I saw that.
the noble material like
Yes.
bronze, which has been like a metal used for centuries by different artists. And so she's gonna start to sculpt with clay.
Okay.
From clay, she's gonna use like a process called the lost wax technique in order to pour the bronze, the metal in it. And then it's like hours of assembling the metal part together, polishing the bronze so it almost becomes like a gold color.
Right.
And then she's going to hand paint the sculptures. So it becomes almost like a 3-dimensional canvas. And it's very elegant, very fine lines. And she has her whole universe. We've been doing like public exhibitions like through the world, from Paris, like Tokyo, New York.
Yes.
We actually just signed a beautiful contract with the city of New York and Park Avenue. So we're going to be like the exhibitors for the public exhibition in Park Avenue for the next 5 years.
That's nice.
Dorit is next, and thank you so much. And so we just like work hard to continue to expand the market of our artists and to give them visibility as much as we can internationally, connect with great collectors. To be honest, like Kevin, the art world is amazing. Like you meet like interesting people from so many different fields, from athletes, from huge like business people, from like royalty, and like finally we all gather like around the art and around like finally like creative minds, and it's amazing. One thing that I usually say is like art is not like a daily need,
right,
but it's a need for societies and civilizations.
It's a necessity.
It's a necessity. Like if we would not have art in all its different forms, from painting, sculptures, architecture, literature, as human beings we would like always be like on the same level. We will always repeat ourselves,
right,
and finally like art help us to keep track and keep moving forward too.
I feel
and so it's really like finally like an artist are usually like witness of our time, of our society, and this is like something that we leave for the future generations as well,
right, pass
and
along.
It's super important, and this notion I think is major, because like it's you don't need to be like super knowledgeable about the art world to start to collect your first piece.
Okay.
Many people and sometimes when they start to make a little bit of money, they're gonna buy like cars, watch, a nice home, which is of course for sure, and those are like the first steps. But
most definitely,
I think like when you reach like the next step is really also when you start to like broaden your assets, and in some ways, and you start to collect art once again. Some, even if they don't increase in prices, at least you like their work, it speaks to you. And some others, you will make the right decision, and you're gonna make a killing on the resale value. So it's really like finally like building your environment. It's also like connecting and entering with like a network of people. It's like being in a bubble, and it's like I
got an artwork I'll paint. I'm gonna send it to you, see how you like it.
Yeah, for sure.
My first thing, everybody like, you didn't paint that. I call it Seagulls at Sea.
I had
a lot of. I'm gonna show it to you too.
Yeah,
I might be the next artist in Eden
You're
Gallery.
a talented guy. So
Not now, but right now I might get it in there. Because Swiss Beast was painting too. You heard about that?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah, he's married to Alicia Keys. I saw it because everybody know that's where the money is at. Not now, but right now, reporting live from Sirius XM studio at Wynn Las Vegas. We got Eden Gallery in the house. Yeah. I'm so happy about this because I'm a big fan. And I want you guys to be a big fan. You get you a couple of dollars, I want you to walk yourself over to the Eden Gallery and get yourself an Alec Monopoly or Gal Yosef. Get in the game. Don't get on the sideline. Coach, put me in the game.
I love that. Thank you for the shout out. I love that.
Yeah, man, I like it, man.
One other project that I would like to mention, and it's an artist that I recently discovered, and I think he really has something special. His artist name is the Radiant Boy.
Okay, the Radiant Boy.
And it's an artist. He's also French American as me, and so we started to connect pretty well. And the Radiant Boy was working in the advertising world for many years.
Okay.
He was doing big campaign for Google, for Nike, for North Face. He won like different lines in Cannes, like for the advertising, like the equivalent of like the Cannes Festival for movies, for films. But and like 7 years ago, 10 years ago, he was a little bit tired about like limiting his creativity, like matching a pitch for an advertising campaign. And he really started to develop his creativity freely, and he decided to master the art of sculpting neon glass tubes, like you know, like the neon lights or neon glass tubes. And he has really like perfected his skills too, and he started to put his first artwork on the market, and every artwork he expressed it as an icon. So his idea is that the light tells a story. And finally, like, I don't know if you remember, but like in old churches, there was like the stained glass.
Yes.
It was like glass that were painted and that was representing like biblical scenes or I saw that in there. So
did he have Christ? Did he have like a Like
in the gallery or
on his art, like anything.
yeah, I mean not Christ, but there's some like references of spirituality,
okay,
and it's and so, but like at the time in the churches when you had like those stained glass, it was a way to educate people towards the Bible.
Okay.
Because people didn't know how to read, so it was a way to educate people. I mean, it can be about the Bible or any other religion that used these twins. So, and the artist finally had the idea to do like the stained glass of our contemporary society and create icons of our contemporary societies. So every artwork, I'll share with you like the pictures, so you can also like share to the people. But it's super clean, and usually like artists that have been using like neon lights as a media hasn't pushed like the capacity of this media to create like almost like pictorial compositions, like really like just the neon by itself as a beauty, and being able to be like super fine and details in the lines. And this artist, thanks to his like years of mastering and focusing on his artisanry of like sculpting neon, he has reached a level like which is like totally like unseen before. And I believe that the Radiant Boy is gonna be like a major artist in the art world in this niche of like neon artworks, and he's just like above like everyone else. And it's he has already like a few pieces that have been collected by like super famous people, and he continues like to create. It's at a very slow pace because like sculpting neon, it's super complicated, especially when you want to get into details the way he does. So sometimes like the glass is going to crack, he has to restart the whole piece, and like even
learn from the mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's and it's like gas that's like circulating within the glass tubes.
Wow.
So if you tied it too tight, you don't have the flow anymore and everything.
That's
so
an artist.
It's super cool. It's really like a very high level. And his pieces are just like they're very bold, and like every artwork is once again an icon. The number one is called icon number one, Adoration, and it's like a little bit like to express like how like the gangster rap and like has become like finally like and all the rap game has become like the trend makers nowadays.
Yeah, the trendsetters.
And like for example, like the codes of like a little bit the code of the street has taken over the luxury world and has opened up like a whole new spectrum in terms of fashion, in terms of like cultural, like greatness and everything. When we see like if we go back to Virgil Abloh, for example, who took over the creation of Louis Vuitton at the time, Virgil, he just like opened up like a whole new spectrum in fashion that has impacted like Balenciaga, like Gucci, and so like
Pharrell did as well.
Pharrell, amazing right now, who has like it's the continuity of the legacy, and it's amazing, and they're just like changing with their own culture, like bringing something new that was like before like a very closed environment and very pushy, and they entered in that field, and they just like open up the whole arena to a whole spectrum, and it's amazing. So it's
artists blending in,
absolutely, and there is cross paths between different environment and different fields, and it's amazing to create finally like a new culture. And so like in his artwork, the Radiant Boy, icon number one, Adoration, he really represents like a little bit like once again like the rap like iconography, but like in a very iconic and traditional way, elegant way, and almost putting it like as a new Holy Spirit in some way.
Jay-Z got his piece. Jay-Z, you got his pieces?
Jay-Z, he should.
He might have them because he's a big what's that, Basquiat?
Yeah, Basquiat.
Basquiat.
Yeah, Jay-Z is an amazing art collector, big Basquiat guy. And I mean, like once again, like at some point, like when you start to make money to be successful, a great way to diversify your assets and your portfolio is entering into the art world.
Dog, what's my favorite guy? Gordon Gekko said in Wall Street. He said, "You see that painting right there? I bought it for $800,000. Now it's worth $8 million."
That's the thing.
Like that number, bro.
Even Steve Wynn, we're at the Wynn right now.
We're at the Wynn right now.
Has become like over decades like one major art collector internationally, big time. Some Picasso that he sold, actually, like he sold a Picasso for like $150 million.
You know how I learned about Picasso? Watching Thomas Crown. You ever seen that movie with Pierce Brosnan?
Yeah.
He's just taking all the art from everywhere.
Absolutely.
I'm like, why is this guy taking all this art? Then I saw the price. I was like, oh, okay. Big time.
No, for sure. But just like for everyone to be clear, we have like there's artworks and qualitative artworks that start around like also like a few $1,000s.
Yeah.
You don't need to come with neither like hundreds of thousands or $1 million. Really, like the idea is really to like put your first step and your first foot in the market.
Gotta have your first step.
Like and to train yourself finally. And your first acquisition might not be the right one, but at least it's the beginning of something bigger. And it's like when you start to buy your first artworks, usually it's something that's going to follow you for life.
Right.
And it's finally, it's going to probably become an addiction, but a good addiction. And it's something where finally like you're going to start to like open your eyes to the world in a different way. And it's pretty amazing.
Tim, thanks for coming in and talking with us about all the great artworks and all the great artists. We had a great time. We're very educated. So anybody out there, we're going to put contact information for Tim and Eden Gallery if you guys want to go in and get your first artwork and start investing in great art and all the great artists that Eden Gallery represents. And again, reporting live from Sirius XM Studio at the Wynn Las Vegas. Not now, but right now, Eden Gallery was in the house with my guy, Tim. Thanks, Tim, for coming in.
Thank you so much, Kevin. It was a pleasure, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you
and
so
I
much.
hope it was helpful. And please, like, feel free to contact us. We're here to help you, advise you. And the doors are always welcome of the gallery. So this is your home. Come check it out. Thank you.
And we're out.